funny how I like orient myself by saying what vlog it is, but then I end up being wrong and now it's all like mismatched and confusing. So I gotta not do that. Today, the big day in single motherhood, when I had a break, my mom watched my son for the first time in forever. Not forever, but in what felt like forever. I left the house and chose to do some errands without him, which has been pretty amazing, which I enjoy doing stuff with him. It's getting harder now that he's turning into a 2-year-old, because it's just not the most age-appropriate thing for him to sit in a cart happily or listen to reason. I don't know what that's about. 2-year-olds, man. But I get to go thrift store shopping. I found all sorts of cool stuff. I thought today I would talk about what's going on in my family and where we're going on this trip and why. We're going to a cancer center in Houston, the cancer center. I do not have cancer. It's for someone in my family, but I think I'm gonna wait a little longer. I just have to make sure that the people involved have had the opportunity to contact people that they care about and let them know personally. In our busy days, sometimes that isn't easy to have happen, but I will talk more in depth about what is going on. So the trip is really quite stressful, and like both on the level of like I have never flown with my own toddler. I've never packed for he and I in the winter, things like that. I don't know the last time I packed for a winter. Like I go to the beach. I don't know what's going on now. I usually just hunker down in winters, but so I chose some things at the thrift store that were like little things, because he loves his little collections of little things. And so containers with, oh, that's somebody's little pet dog. Things that I like, I don't know, like Shopkins kind of size toy collections. Like a collection of Shopkins would be all these little Shopkins. And yeah, I found some really cool stuff. So we're gonna be in like a hotel for 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks. It's so, I mean, with cancer, like you don't know what you're getting into. There's gonna be a full body scan and maybe more cancer. There's gonna be a really big surgery, and who knows how that's gonna go, but they're guessing 2 weeks of us staying there. And it could be longer. Definitely hope it couldn't be shorter, because that would not be good news. But 2 weeks or longer is what we're rooting for, because it would mean there's at least recovery. And yeah, so I have all of this like toy ideas, and so those things are stressful. But of course there's like all the daunting emotional stuff, which I don't know, I don't want to get into it today. I thought that I would, but it just doesn't feel right. Obviously tomorrow's Thanksgiving, which feels weird. I think I plan to still do a vlog. Maybe I'll show you guys all the food. Maybe I'll do a vlog from the middle of the chaos of all of the women cooking in the kitchen. It could be fun, right? Just you leaving your own family's chaos to come hang out with me and my family's chaos. Anyway, I'm guessing maybe Friday I might do the vlog where I actually go into detail and talk about stuff, because that's one way that I process things. Anyway, I hope that you appreciate this flashing light across my face, because sunlight is, well, at least it's warm. Usually not as pleasant in the summer when it's really hot, and then the sunlight is really warm when I'm driving, but it's kind of nice in the winter. So I'm about to go pick up Thane. First I have to hide all these toys, because it's such a short drive to my mom's house, and like on these roads there's never any cars or anything, so I just hold him for the like gravel road to get to my parents' house. and he's gonna see all these toys. I'm gonna shove them in the back so that he can't see them. And if he sees them, it's game over, obviously. It's kind of cool because this is the first time I've ever like had my own kid that was old enough that I had to like hide presents, right? And I'm excited about the idea of him like learning what presents are, because I've always loved like playing with young kids and toddlers and like doing the game where you like just take random toys around the house and wrap them up and then take turns like opening them. I love it, you know, like both a kid who gets super excited to like just the act of unwrapping their basic toys around the house, so they want you to like wrap something over and over and over again, or they keep wrapping the same toy over and over and over again and handing it to you and they're like, yay. And you have to be like, wow, it's the same turtle I opened 30 seconds ago and I watched you wrap. This is so cool. You can tell I have much practice with this, but I enjoy that. I think it's such a fun element of childhood. So I've got stuff like this just sitting out and he's gonna be like, ah, but isn't this cool? Like I can put it in a little container, all these little pieces, and then I can, you know, like the airport, or like he's gonna be sitting in my lap for 2 hours in the airplane, so I can like just open a container and he can pull these out one by one and look at them and hold them in his hand and put them back and probably throw them and then have them taken away. Did I mention that he's turning 2 soon? Because that is a very strong part of my reality right now. I mean, it's not that I'm inexperienced or ill-equipped to handle a 2-year-old. It's just that it's quite a shift in personality. And so it's just a really big part of your world when your kid is turning 2. And it's often, it's like when you're not thinking about it, you get yourself in trouble, right? Like you're like, oh, I can just bring this mason jar of water with me while I go do this video. I'll take, you know, I'll watch it and I'll make sure that it doesn't get spilled and stuff. And you forget that like your 2-year-old is going to find it and throw it off of the bench, right? So there's that. And then, I just got to notice that he saw my car. So we got to go get him. He's gonna see all this stuff. I don't know how to get it put away. Look at this. He's gonna be like, what's that? He is old enough to identify a toy, sniff it out from a mile away. Maybe there's a blanket. I'm gonna put a blanket over this shit. Okay, I'm gonna go. And happy Thanksgiving. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And stay tuned for the big awful reveal of where it is. Well, you know we're going to a cancer center, and it's not pretty. So, yeah, I'll be opening up about that and telling the story of how we got to this point and what we expect next. So stay tuned. Bye bye.